EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Los Angeles Rams. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. First down, Jim. At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, set.
To throw is Sanders. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. 21-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready?
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver, and it's third down. You talk about this Rams defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Throwing, Sanders. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this one too low.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10.
Freeze! 60 Eagles! 60!
In motion goes the tight end. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Going to get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Sanders. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot, Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Ready. 250. Release.
On the ground, it's Jarquez Hunter. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now. 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Set. 180. 10.
Again on the ground with Hunter. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Rams have 1-7 now in the year. And they come in just an absolute free-fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
Hunter looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
7-yard line.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You look at this Browns defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Drill right. 22. 59. 21.
Throwing a Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Sanders to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play. second down.
42-yard line.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10.
Count through 11. Count through 11. Cougar 19.
To throw again, here's Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early on.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
32.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 22
A good
yards.
pickup there, a 22.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow 20.
Now it's Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jarquez Hunter, 28 yards. And the Rams are back within a score.
For the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7.
Rams 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get it. Count to 60. Count to 60.
Sanders. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Come on, come on. Hey! 19, 65, 60.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got the punt team getting loose on the sideline. So that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the 1st down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
19, Charger, 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Motion man right, that's Pierce. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw now. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
22. Go, Eddie.
Play action. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Middle, middle, middle. 10, 10. 11, 11.
Stafford now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 85 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Rams 14, Browns 10.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set. Got a 20. Alert.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Pass. Pass to 60. Pass to 60. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. 70 Timberwolves.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
18 Cardinal, 18, 60 Bobcats, 60.
They'll look to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this first drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Sanders going to throw again. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns are able to move back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14.
Rams 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ready.
To throw is Stafford. He completes it to Hunter. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Big 20. Set. 20. 60.
This is Hunter. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Monday.
Here's Hunter. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, it's Hunter. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try to break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
50, stay 50.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run it with Hunter. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
280. 0.
Rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hunter. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
30 seconds, ladies. Alert!
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 60.
Now a give right side. It's Hunter. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Browns' 18-yard line.
Ready. 280. Hey, 22.
First run now for Kyren Williams.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
280.
Right there, baby.
11.
Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things at 17-all. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Hey, check that. Strict tag.
They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Cougar 19.
They go play action now. Sanders. Left side, he finds Pierce.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Ready? Panther 60.
On 1st down, Sampson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Throwing, Sanders.
And this one is incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun here, Sanders.
And he comes back with one complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
60 Maverick. Panther 11.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
60 Bison. Seventy Rangers. Warriors 70.
Sanders to throw.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Brandon Emmitt Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And that's going to be caught for Brown's touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. That weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
250.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
40 got. 40 got. Hurry. Hey, 5-0.
Here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hardman. There he goes left side. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown, LA. Mecole Hardman. 72 yards. And the Rams have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after right down the middle. And that would tie us at 24. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they can't bring him down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
A gain of 14. And the Browns first down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now he's going to step up and run.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Ready, break. Let's go now.
Now Sanders.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That's good.
A big play there for L.A. 56 yards.
25-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Now a give, right side. Hunter. And nothing doing it. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alert! Lady!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hunter. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They snap it to Stafford.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
CD, you know he's got much. He's a wide receiver tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield? They're eligible too.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
On play action, here's Shedeur.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Read alert! Read alert! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Here's Sanders.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Sanders
9 yards, not quite enough. They'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Go!
Play action. It's Sanders.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they wanted now and force the penalty to the 1, but if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Okay,
Here we
ready?
go. The Browns will go for 2.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Play action. Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Ready. Ready, 80.
Now Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's Stafford. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Set. 280. Easy, alert.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, man, they are living on the razor's edge. If this is incomplete, this game's over. Instead, it's a huge pickup. And I think the win percentage calculator has got to look good.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Kyren Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Powering his way forward.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Stafford going to throw it. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
250. Easy, alert.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, here we go. Now Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. 59, number 20.
Throwing here, Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Ready, ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there. Keeps him from getting to the boundary. And now an audible here into something else. Sanders. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First down.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for L.A., it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.
2, 3, 4.
Heartbroken Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby.